tell you that, oh, what was stolen is here. I'm not trying to liken the case of the thief to what the second lady and the first lady are saying. But let us get into the meat of this whole thing. My brother, from 2017, this is 2021. Samira Bawumia did not see anything wrong with taking the taxpayers' money through her husband, the vice president. The first lady did not see anything wrong taking the taxpayers' money through her husband, the president, from 2017. All documented. What kind of transaction is this that takes place on my behalf, the taxpayer, on your behalf, the taxpayer, and there is no documentation to show that our money is being given to people? Are we buying tomatoes? Are we buying onions at Makola? These are the only places I know you can have transactions without getting documents in return for whatever expenditure you make. So this Makola market transaction between the taxpayer and the first and second ladies is nothing but shameful. How can Samira Bawumia take so much money from 2017, saw nothing wrong with it, until now that the taxpayer is crying? And when you read further, you would realize that the first lady has also come out to say, because of the furore surrounding the money paid to her since 2017, she will return all the money. Where are you getting the money from? I'm interested. Did you save the money? Did you do some business with the money? How are you getting the money? Because these are people who are not supposed to be working, right? In terms of earning salaries, right? Because the basis for which they are getting this money is that they are helping their husbands, and for that matter, they are working. And for that matter, they have to get the money. My brother, my sister. Now, the money that they got, how are they refunding it? Did they have the money sitting in their bank accounts? Or they want to find a way of refunding the money using juju? I don't know if you understand what I mean. But whatever it is, my brother, my sister, this money should never have been given to these beautiful ladies. No way. It's ripping the taxpayers' coffers. It is stealing from the taxpayer. That their husbands have decided, my brother, my sister, to illegally do to hurt the people of this country. What have we done wrong to you? Look at the amount of money that's supposed to be refunded. Close to 100 million Ghana cedis to be refunded. Please, can we start earmarking this for schools in the Upper West, Upper East region and some other areas? Can we start earmarking this money that is yet to be refunded so we can use that to build some hospitals somewhere? In all, we'll be getting close to 2 million Ghana cedis. This can revamp some hospitals. At least some new beds can be bought. Some schools can be revamped. And this will save the country even some more money. Imagine we were paying that amount of money to the first and second ladies up till the end of the tenure of office of Nana Akufo. That would have been crazy. What kind of stealing is this? It's pure stealing, my brother, my sister. Stealing of state money by the president and his vice. This is robbery, daylight stealing. How can you take my money and you don't tell me what you are using the money for? There is no document to show that, oh, this money is used for A, B, C, D. No. from the days of corrupt Akufo. 2001 we were told. This illegal Makola market transaction had been going on for 21 years now. Ghanaians, can you see the stealing at the table? We vote you into power to serve us, not to steal from us. We vote you into power to show honesty, not dishonesty. In fact, the first lady, the second lady should be ashamed of themselves that they got themselves embroiled in this shameful behavior. How can you be receiving money and you don't question where the money is from? Or it's allowances that we give to first ladies and second ladies. Is it documented? Is it legal? You know how to go on campaign trails and pinpoint who is stealing what and who is corrupt. Yet when you receive money, it comes to you like the hand of God. Magic. You take it, you don't question it. Then you are a thief. If today I sit back and I get a momo, and it says that, oh, Black Rasta, you have a momo of 100 Ghana. You know what I will do? I will call the source and find out who sent this money. My brother, my sister, if I can't find who sent me the money, you know what I will do? I will donate it to charity and take a receipt that I've donated this to charity. Anytime that person resurfaces, we'll go back to the charity and go pick it up. That is how we can change our country. It starts with one man. Don't wait until 1 million people start behaving like human beings. In the land of animals, it takes one animal to change the status quo. That is what we lack here. We don't have heroes anymore. We don't have legends anymore. What we have is noise makers. People who are paid to make noise from morning till night. Propagandists. They are those we have in this country. First lady comes out, because of the noise they are making, okay, take your money. This should be probed. It shouldn't end there. Why did they have to give monies to first ladies and second ladies? All these years, who took that decision? Who agreed? And shame on the parliament, my brother, my sister, for deciding to endorse this shameful transaction. What's your basis? For what? The African man is supposed to be responsible for his woman. My brother, my sister. If the president is the president and he has a wife, we should look at the fact that he has a wife and he has responsibility over his wife. So whatever his remuneration is, should be able to take care of him and his wife. We should not give the president a different salary and give his wife a different salary, as if we employ the wife too to come and work for us. Why? Why are we paying people that we have not employed? We employ the president to work for us. If the president decides to employ his wife to work, let us know the office and let us know the duties. And let's decide whether we need that or not. By virtue of the fact that you are the president's wife, then they start doling money for you, which you keep spending without telling us exactly or asking questions why you are getting this money. That's cheapness. It doesn't happen in America. It doesn't happen in England. It won't happen in South Africa, only in a corrupt country like this one, Ghana. Shame on the first lady, shame on the second lady, shame on the president, shame on the vice president, shame on the parliament. We put you in parliament there to defend us, but you are there fighting for your own loans. We put you in parliament there to fight for our own interest, but you politicize the whole thing and put politics before human beings. What a shame. What a shame. Where are we going? Can we trust our parliamentarians again? Can we sit back and say, oh, look, we will go to bed now and sleep in peace, because in parliament we have people who really represent us? How many Ghanaians can vouch that they can trust their parliamentarians? A lot of Ghanaians are so ignorant, they do not even know the duties of the parliamentarian. It comes to car loans, and with speed of lightning, it's approved. Hey! First woman, second woman, allowances, salaries, whatever. You take it because they got a car loan. So it is enough for them to approve other ones. Now let me get to the other side of this discussion. All other first ladies, dead or alive, who have taken this money, all other second ladies, dead or alive, who have taken this money, it's time to vomit all the money out. Where's Lordina Mahama? Vomit all that money out. Now do Mills, if you have taken it too, vomit all that money out. Mrs. Atta, something. If you have also taken that, vomit all that money out. The eating time is over. Now it's time to vomit. How do you feel when you walk on the streets and see people who are malnourished? How do you feel when you walk on the streets and see everybody begging? Graduates are begging. My brother, my sister, officers are so corrupt because their salaries are nothing but comic. When we go out to demonstrate, to shoot and kill us. Just because you are married to the president, there is a salary for you. Are we serious? Just because you are married to the vice president, you can sleep 24 hours a day. In fact, 25 hours a day. And you'll be paid money more than me. My brother, my sister, with all the certificates that you can think of, working my ass dry. If I sleep, I become hungry. But when you sleep, you make money because you are married to a certain politician. How wise is this? Tell me. My brother, my sister, listen. Lordina and all those people must all vomit that money. Quick. Shameful money. All that money must be vomited. That's if they all took that money. I'm yet to hear from the office of Lordina Mahama. She should come out and tell us whether she also took that money or not. And if you did take it, time to vomit. Now do Mills, time to vomit that money. Anyway, the money that they are going to pay back, how do we know whether they pay it back or not? How do we know? In fact, I would vote myself as the man to take the money. Can you make me? I nominate myself as the man to chase them, all of them, who are alive or dead, to take the money from them. Those who are dead, we will chase them to their graves. Thankfully, the wife of all these presidents and vice presidents from 2000 are still alive. Professor Mills's wife is alive. J. Akufo's wife is alive. Mahama's wife is alive. Nana Addo's wife is alive. They are vice presidents. Some of them might be dead, but their wives are all alive. Time to vomit all the bodies. Illegal money. Somebody would argue they did not ask for the money. They were given by the state. Legally, what is the point? Is the state going to pay judgment debt to itself? You waste our money and we have no right to protest. You waste our money on your family and friends. And when we talk, we are marked for harm. My brother, my sister, congratulations to the state. Congratulations to all those who made noise for this Makola market transaction with no documents. Tomato and onion transaction. Kobe transaction. for all these monies to be returned. What kind of corruption is this? I leave it here, my brother, my sister. I'm going to tackle the next thing, and I need you to open your ears and listen with rapt attention. Now, somewhere in South Africa, my brother, my sister, things are happening. Hear me now. Jacob Zuma is in jail for contempt of court. He refused to go and answer corruption charges, and the court decided to punish him after the whole procedure was looked at. And hear what is happening. Zulu people in South Africa are on the rampage. They are breaking shops in South Africa, stealing from the shops, and they call that protesting. A Zulu man's arrest and jail. I need to repeat it. Jacob Zuma has been thrown into jail because he refused to go to the court and answer corruption charges against his own country. My brother, my sister, and because of that, people from his ethnicity, the Zulus, who are the majority in South Africa, have decided to go out on the streets and loot shops. Some of them belonging to the state, and some of them belonging to innocent people who have nothing to do with this. Hear me now. How different is this from what is happening in Ghana or what happens around Africa? We vote tribalists into power. How many Ashanti people would go out of their way and vote a Frafra man into power? How many Frafra people will go out of their way and vote an Ever man in power? In our country, we believe that as long as you belong to our ethnicity, it doesn't matter what you think, it doesn't matter what you can do, it doesn't matter what you can do. I owe you allegiance first. As for the allegiance to the state, is thrown to the dogs. True or false? When we go to the ballot, we are looking at the person who comes from amongst us. That's our ethnicity. We are looking for people who belong to our religious sects. Is he a Muslim? Then all Zongo people are running after him. Oh, is he a Christian? All Christians are running there. Religious bigotry, tribal bigotry is going on all over. At the end of the day, my brother, my sister, the person who suffers is the state. The state continues to suffer, and we all feel the pinch. But some people don't care. That is why there is a lack of hospitals around. Schools are abysmally bad. You cannot talk because you voted for your tribesman into power. And when he comes into power, he looks at his tribe first. To the people who are rioting in South Africa. In fact, you are one of the most xenophobic countries in the world, South Africa. Shame on you. You have relegated yourself to the 2nd century human beings. All you think about is xenophobia. Killing fellow Africans night and day. All because of employment. Now, you are fighting your own people. All because of Zuma. If Zuma is actually innocent, my brother, my sister, why would he not go to the court? He knows that Zulus will come out and defend him. And that is what is happening right now. My brother, my sister, if we are not careful, we would have another Biafra in South Africa. Look at the pictures. People People are protesting on the street because of Zuma. Corrupt Zuma. Zuma has been taken to court a number of times for rape. Albert was exonerated in one way or the other politically. If he falls foul to the law, he must pay. It doesn't matter whether he was president or he's president or is whatever. Why am I bringing the South African thing here? It must happen in Ghana. Have we ever seen a Ghanaian president, an ex-president, who has been found guilty of the numerous crimes that opposition mentions every now and then? Opposition is always claiming that the government in power is corrupt. Yet when opposition comes on, nobody answers any question. Why? Is it that they agree that they're going to play a game of chess? That when it's time for you to loot, loot on. Let me make as much noise as I can, so that I'll be given the opportunity to also come and loot. When you go out, also start making so much noise. If your noise is big enough to inundate all the things we are doing, then you also come and loot. So it's a lootocracy. It's a crazy of looting. No more a democracy. It is a lootocracy, where people just come to loot and go. Is Nana Akufo not ashamed of the fact that the taxpayers' money is being gambled with like this? Look at the country. Everybody's gambling now. Betting institutions all over the place. Little children are running around left, right, and center and betting. Betting has become more popular in Ghana now than JHS. People know about betting in Ghana more than about JHS. People know more about betting in Ghana more than the colors of the national flag. People know more about betting in Ghana now more than they know the national anthem. True or false? Go into any area in Accra. Little children will show you where betting is done. What is betting? Is gambling. Isn't it? You go to church. Your Bible tells you gambling is bad. But they always have beautiful names for dirty things. Dirty film. They will tell you blue movie. Or better still, adult movie. Stealing in Ghana is business. Or what do you do for a living? Business. Every thief is a businessman in this country. Wayome and his ilk, thieves all over the place. They call themselves businessmen. They get up and they wear coat and tie, walking around all over the place. When you meet them, you say, oh yeah, businessman. What do you do for a living? Business. What business? Hey, you would bear his brand when you ask him what business he's doing. You're asking him what business he does. Today we are hearing that the Attorney General, hey, is it Attorney General or the whatever? My brother, $5 million bribe. My brother, my sister, those people who are supposed to take care of the law of this country, those people who are supposed to be sure that this country's laws work, my brother, my sister, they are being accused of bribery. Would it not make common sense for them to step aside whilst investigations are being done? Would it not make sense for all these people to step aside so that at least investigations can be done? I wake up every morning and I am inundated with this rot. Judges in this country, their delicacy is goat meat. They free hardened criminals, armed robbers who killed a number of people just because of one goat. What a shame. You should all be in the Guinness Book of Records. All of you. All of you, my brother, should be in the Guinness Book of Records. The Chief Justice Was it the Chief Justice? All over Africa, there is some kind of bureaucracy that is nothing but a big rot. Chief Justice, $5 million bribe allegation. So what? Chief Justice, step aside. Step aside so that investigations will go on. But no, sleeping president hasn't even heard about it. He's fast asleep. How can he hear about it? How can a sleeping man hear? He can only hear when he wakes up. But he's still sleeping. When he wakes up, he's looking for the next plane to fly. 15,000 pounds so he can bath in the skies. What have we done wrong to these people? We are supposed to be growing, not to be stealing. Wanton plundering of the taxpayers' coffers. Wanton desecration of the taxpayers' coffers. And some people will sit back and say, oh, he's doing politics. Okay, you've just met me for now, right? All these years, this is what we have done. My colleagues, some of them have been pinpointed and fingered that they were on the payroll of some politicians. Have you ever heard that BLAKK RASTA has been paid 1 penny by any politician, dead or alive? All these years that we did this, our integrity is most important to us. My colleagues are riding in big cars and they have built houses. But our eyes don't see our houses and cars. Our eyes see the prosperity of the people. We want to see how the youth are going to rise. We want to see how the next generation will be better. If I sell out now and build houses and buy cars, those houses can all collapse. Just like the toll booth collapsed just yesterday. Those cars can collapse and kill you. But the next generation's prosperity would linger on and on and on. My brother, my sister, if the Chief Justice has been accused of bribery, can he step aside? And to all the MPs who are going to be given the car loan, the constituencies, watch them. Any one of them who takes that car loan, vote them out. They don't have your welfare at heart. They meet so they can plunder the already ailing coffers of the country. You say the country is broke. You run from one white man to the other, begging for loans that your president, sleeping president, would finally come and say, we can't pay because of Koro, we can't pay. Please, please, just free us these loans. We have heard that time and again. Kwesi Pratt says the first and second ladies have never received allowances. All that they have received is charity. And that's correct. If you receive allowances, we must have a document. We don't see any document. What is an allowance? Allowance is money that is paid for a certain service. What is their service to the state? Nothing. So for that matter, all the money they receive is charity. When you give money to somebody who has done nothing for you, it's not an allowance. So neither is it called a salary. You are giving the person a remittance, or better still, charity. First lady is working because she wants to work. She wants to look at this, she wants to look at that. When you start paying them, then it's no longer charity they are doing. You are paying them for what they are doing. My brother, my sister, I leave it here. We have other things we have to look at. And we all need to open our ears and make our country a better country. How can we make this country a better country? My brother, my sister, it's interesting. I'm looking at this. We just talked about the Chief Justice. And there's a story here. This was published only yesterday on my Joy Online, the 12th of July 2021 at 7:20 p.m. He has the picture of the Chief Justice. And his name is Chief Justice Kwesi Enin-Yeboah. I read. Chief Justice Kwesi Enin-Yeboah has dismissed allegations leveled against him to the effect that he demanded 5 million bribe to influence a case pending before the Supreme Court. A letter to the Inspector General of Police, July 12th. Attention, the Director General of the Criminal Investigations Department, CID, and signed by the Judicial Secretary, Justice Cynthia Pamela Addo, said His Lordship asserts that he has not demanded or received any money from any person to influence any decision in this matter or any other matter. Jesus Christ. His Lordship. Very huge terms. Some of them even sound, what's the word? I'll leave it here. This is the Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana. And there is an allegation that he demanded, listen, the word there is demanded, a 5 million bribe to influence a case pending at the Supreme Court. And listen to who these letters are copied to. The Director General, the Criminal Investigations Department. Is it not the same man, Yeboah, who did not know the difference in the police letterheads? Is that not him? Yeboah, is that not him? Huh? Director General of the Criminal Investigations Department. The same Director General who did not know that his outfit's letterhead can be a coat of arms and can also be the police logo. Is it not the same one according to Kwekubako? Eh? Hey, my brother, what are you talking about? This letter has been copied to him, so he will do what? Criminal Investigations Department. A letter was written to Kaka at Ejura from the police, and the letterhead of the police had the coat of arms embossed on it. The letter got to Kaka, warning him to be of good behavior because he was reported to have a bad behavior. What was the bad behavior? Activism, causing disturbances. Kwekubaku said he took the letter all the way to the CID boss and said, sir, here you are. This thing, is it not fake? The logo here is the coat of arms, but it's supposed to be the police logo. And the boss of the CID, in his own outfit, says, yes, you are right. This is fake. It should have been on a police logo, not this. It's fake. Only for the real news to come out from the police where this man works, that it is authentic. The police uses 2 letterheads. One with the police logo and the other with the coat of arms. CID boss did not know. So what are you investigating? What criminal department are you in investigating what? Shall we speak truth to power? Hey, the boss of the outfit could not know. He had no idea what letterheads were used. And you expect this man to be able to tell us something tangible about this 5 million? I know, as for me, Dabi, I can't trust these people. That's true. Hey, I should give my security to Kandapa to go and sleep with prostitutes and come back By what time my heart would have been ripped open and my body would be used for chichinga. Then they'll come and give a long obituary. He was a very intelligent man. He was a man who believed in God. By now he's resting in heaven. What heaven? My body has been used for chichinga. What is going to heaven? My soul or spirit? You are still on earth, sleeping with prostitutes. My tax money put you in place so you would protect me, so I would live long enough to enjoy the heaven. That's if there's a heaven at all. Not everybody believes in heaven. CID boss, 1 year boy, did not know, and he is a policeman. He doesn't know, according to Kwekubako. IGP. Crime will continue to be in this country whether you like it or not, because this is not heaven. Heaven, in heaven there's no crime. Oh, please, there's no crime in heaven. Forget it. What the hell are you talking about? If Ghanaians don't want crime, then they have to all go to heaven. Jesus Christ, have mercy. Then Nitiwul also comes, the Minister of Defense. He's still busily looking around, scouting for the most luxurious airplane for his boss, the sleeping president, to keep sleeping. Sleeping president. He wants to go and meet his sleeping beauty. He wants to shower in the clouds when he's up in the skies, when he's close to the Israel God up there, because they say the Israel God is up, right? When he's very close to the Israel God, to who he vowed that the battle is the Lord's, up in the skies, then there he will take his shower. Naked we came, and naked will go, oh holy God of Israel. Shoo, and the water will come down. When he finishes washing, he goes to eat food, his belly becomes big. Brrr, he's entering into a meeting. Jesus Christ. And remember, all that showering up there, all that thing happening in the skies, is paid by you. That's why you have to talk. If it was his own money, who cares? You can even bath in hell. Who cares? It's our money. The more you keep quiet, the more they sleep. Wake them up with noise. Even when you go to church, they tell you God likes noise. And then they tell you, the louder or the noisiest your noise, the closer you are to God. If the chichiri is working, please, all churches start chichiring the president so that he will chichiri his hands. So that he will stop plundering for his wife and his partner's wife, and allow the orphans in the ghetto to have a taste of the national cake. To God be the glory. To God be the glory. To God be the glory. My brother, my sister, I'm going to look at the very last thing and I'm out of here. And this is, as usual, very, very important. My God have mercy. You all remember Martin Amidu, don't you? How many don't remember Martin Amidu? Martin Amidu. You all remember him? Okay. I read. This one is from Peace FM and this was published today. It says, Martin Amidu in fresh attack against President Akufo Addo. And I read. Former Special Prosecutor Martin Alamisi Burns Kaiser Amidu has launched fresh attacks on President Nana Akufo Addo, calling his public statements on the fight against corruption as a highfalutin. You know, this man is full of words for nothing. Noise. All these guys back. Martin Amidu and all those back. Backing. They back more than they act. In the latest epistle, and he's full of epistles. In fact, if he was one of the Bible writers, he would have written more books than even Matthew, more books than Moses, more books than Solomon. In fact, more books than David. Epistle of Martin Alamisi Amidu. Hey, you will read those epistles. It will be bigger than the whole Bible that we have right now. He's a letter writer, postmaster of Ave Postmonu. That's him. And what is he saying? In his latest epistle, issued on Monday, July 12th, Mr. Amidu drew the attention of all and sundry to the expiry of the 3-year mandate of the governing board of the Office of the Special Prosecutor, and asked civil society to be particularly alert in the selection of their representative. Well, you had the opportunity. You had the opportunity. Your biggest achievement was your letter writing. The opportunity came. Fire. You were there doing nothing. Your first complaint was that there was not enough air conditioning in your office. Your second complaint was that you needed an office that was 10-star. Your third complaint was that you needed an office where you had a jacuzzi or something. Why? If there's any man I would doff my heart for, my brother, my sister, I've forgotten his name. That man who was kicked out because of his age. The president could not contain him. He was a thorn in the flesh of the president. He exposed the lies of Nana Akufo Addo. He exposed Nana Akufo Addo so badly. At the end of the day, they said his time was up. He should go. He said he slept with 1 year. They said, no, your birth certificate says this. It was a mistake. This is the correct one. Check it out. They said, no, we won't check. It's time for you to go. Mr. Sleepy President came out quickly. Thank you for all your services. Ghana has enjoyed your services. Anyway, could anybody tell me where Osafo Manfo is? You see, all these old guys in power, all they do is to plunder. Plundering. Dom Levo. Where is Dom Levo? He's my hero, not Martin Amidu. Martin Amidu is a letter writer. He writes letters best. And when you read his letters, at least 10 new vocabularies you will get. Like this one, highfalutin. Those of you who have never heard it, write it down. Highfalutin. When you read on, you will see more. Where is Dom Levo? He's out. He's been kicked out. My brother, my sister, Dom Levo will stand strong wherever he goes. He has embarrassed the Nana Akufo Addo government to the nonsense degree. He was so tough, they couldn't push him around. He refused to leave. He would stay and expose them. Not Martin Amidu, who ran away like a coward. I respect Martin Amidu, but I lost a big chunk of that when he messed up. What did Martin Amidu do? Writing letters left, right, and center, barking and making noise night and day. Stay and expose the government. No, he couldn't. He ran away. He didn't have the energy to work because they were intercepting and interrupting and whatever. Where's Dom Levo is my man. Dom Levo is my man. My brother, my sister, Martin Amidu has spoken anyway. And there is some fact in this. As for the Nana Akufo Addo government, it is the worst government we have had since Ghana became Ghana. And Ghanaians are in a hurry to send him home. You know, when somebody comes to make a speech, The moment he starts the speech and it starts getting very boring, people start clapping. They won't end. They just clap. They clap you off. But, excuse my language, somebody would not be able to decipher between that kind of clapping and the authentic appreciation. When people clap, when people appreciate you, sometimes they give you a standing ovation. Sometimes they clap and then they cease and wait to hear more. But when they keep clapping, they are clapping you off. How many of you realize that? When we were in school, we used to see that. Somebody would come and be talking. You get so tired. You clap ceaseless. You don't want to hear him again. You want him out. That's what is happening to Addo right now. He's getting permanent clapping. They are clapping him away. Finally, my brother, my sister, there's something that just came in. And this one was published right now. It says, multimedia group files formal complaint against Kennedy Japan for threatening Erastus Asaridonko. I read, the multimedia group has filed a formal complaint against the member of parliament for Asin Central, Kennedy Ohine Japan, for threatening the life of one of his journalists, Erastus Asaridonko. In the letter dated 13th July, that is today, addressed to the Deputy Regional Commander, Ashanti Region, the media conglomerate demanded security protection for Erastus Asaridonko. It also called for a thorough investigation into the threats issued by the legislator. On Friday 9 July, Mr. Ejapon was reported to have verbally abused and threatened to attack Mr. Asaridonko for the journalistic work that the latter undertook during the recent shootings and killings incident at Ijura on Net2 TV, a television station owned by the MP. The outspoken politician was filmed on a live program which was widely published on social media platforms, stating that if he, Mr. Ejapon, were president, he would have ensured that Erastus Asaridonko would be beaten mercilessly. Hear this. Citing events that led to the murder of an investigation journalist, Ahmed Hussein Swale, management of the multimedia group described the threats of the MP as life-threatening, thus should not be taken lightly. What is going to happen? This is the man who finances the party in government. He is bigger than the president. Kennedy Japan is bigger than the president. And multimedia has taken this to the police. So that what? Somebody who threatened in the past put out the photograph of a journalist, asked that the public should look for this person, and anywhere they found him, they should give him a good beating, and that he, Kennedy, would pay. For Kennedy, it's all about money. Munya metia. For him, it's money. Here he is the main financier of his party. So when he talks, people catch cold after every sneeze. Then multimedia, you say who? Police? Is it the CID? The boss of the CID who doesn't know the difference between the two letterheads? Is it him? Oh, sir. Kennedy, who is supposed to be a lawmaker and is supposed to be called an honorable. He went to court and said, I am an MP. How foolish man have you ever campaigned? Demanding the respect that is supposed to be given to an MP. Says that if he was the president, not to the police, not the court, he would make sure that a journalist is beaten up mercilessly. Let's speak truth to power. We don't need these utterances. You are not God. You are not God. Kennedy can talk about anybody in Ghana. But when you dare talk about him and his war, blackmail, Oh, he slept with a prostitute here. Oh, he go chop goat for here. Oh, this guy said be gay. Then what? Pure blackmail. Pure blackmail. This one is sleeping with this. This one is sleeping with that. That's the national anthem that Kennedy Japan carries around. And as I keep saying, if we can talk about people and we can't talk about others, Kai, then who are we? Listen to this. He would beat and beat. He will make sure this guy is beaten mercilessly. Hey, my brother, rich people die too. Remember that rich people cannot be 100% protected. Kennedy, please, watch what you say. You have become a demigod for too long. For some months now, I thought you had calmed down. Building a 50 or 80-bed hospital and some of those things, and giving speeches to young men and women. It put you on a certain pedestal, but you have sunk low again. Watch your mouth, my brother. We've seen people whose riches will make you a fly, Kennedy. People whose riches will make you a fly. Humble. We've seen people with riches that will make you a nitwit. They have died like dogs. So whatever protection you have, whatever mercenaries you have around you, please, easy. Best way to go, apologize to the multimedia group and say you like you are good at apologies too. Go ahead and do it. My name is BLAKK RASTA. I want to appreciate you. I want to love you. Let us always speak truth to power. No fear, no favor. One day, we shall shake the hand of the Almighty who brought us